Hi guys, it's Chloe and I'm back with another video, and I just want to apologise for not uploading for the past few weeks. It's annoyed me because it's not that I've not been wanting to, it's just literally I've not had the motivation or energy to do really anything, and it's not that I didn't have ideas and stuff, so I'm finally doing it now. As you can see, in today's video is going to be how to prevent yourself from getting to breaking point, which I think is a really good video idea because everybody will goes through this and will get to breaking point, and it's a good idea to know ideas or techniques to help prevent this. So I've come up with 16 ideas to hopefully help prevent you from getting to breaking point, and if you are struggling. Number one, say professional. Doctor, whatever the problem, mostly doctor, but if it's like whatever, doctor, hospital, whatever you need, psychiatrist, whatever, go and try and get booked in and checked out, because it's the best way and it's not weak to ask for help. I myself have been through many professionals, so it's nothing wrong about that. Number two, talk to people about it. Simple. Talk to people you trust about it. Very straightforward. Number three, surround yourself with good people. If you surround yourself with good people, it makes you feel good most of the time, because if you're surrounding yourself with not so good people, that's not going to help you. And I've realised that when I look back in the past, I might have been generally a bit more happier if I hung around with different people. Number four, music. Music helps me the most. Honestly, listening to music where someone has lets out their emotion that you are feeling, the same emotion that you're feeling, really helps me. I mean, and plus music I like in particular is very diverse. I can go from 80s, 90s Chava-ish music to pop punk, pop, alternative, a bit of rock. It can really vice versa for me. So yeah, music really helps me. What I really like listening to right now is I'm loving Yungblud songs. So if you haven't heard of Yungblud's a really good. He does loads of songs about preaching stuff, and he's all about LGBTQ plus stuff, and he's got ADHD with autism qualities like myself, and I just look up to him in that way, you know what I mean? But there's many more that I look up to, many more that I listen to, but he's my number one. Anyways, that's that. Number five, make a support group. So if you're not already part of one, you can make one, whether it's through Zoom. If you don't want to physically go out, you can do it through Zoom, because as we know, through COVID, obviously Zoom became very popular, and I would know that because I actually did join a Zoom group about a Zoom support group. So I now as a volunteer, so that really helped me, helping people. It was to help with the mental health, as well as so it was helping me, but it's also educating me at the same time. So if you were gonna do that, you can maybe volunteer into a support group, or just make your own, or enter one. It really can help. 6, meditation. Lots of people say this, and it's hit and miss for people. It can work, it cannot work. It depends on what works for you. I have tried this and it doesn't work for me, but that might purely just, sorry about the light, this is really a pain. It just doesn't work for me. Number 7, read. I should read more than I do, but reading does really help me. It distracts, whatever you're reading, it distracts you from the current reality and takes you to that reality. But So yeah, I mean, I love Harry Potter, but I actually haven't read all the books. For some reason, I just don't know. The books don't lure me in like the movies do. And I know there's a lot more in the books that the movie missed, which I do really want to get into it, but I just can't get hooked on it compared to other books for some reason. But yeah, some other books that can really hook me, I read, and I can sometimes, when I'm really hooked to a book, finish one or two books in a day if I'm just power through it, because it can really help. A, animals. Animals can help your mood so much. So if you have like a pet, pets can sense like this. I mean, I've got a dog, and she can sense like if you run down ill or like not very well. She like dogs can, well, any pets, but I'm just talking about dogs in general, can really sense that, and they like jump up obviously beside you and snuggle into you because they can tell. They've got that second like sixth sense in a way, and they're just more sensitive to like sound and stuff than us, and so they really can help. And if you don't have a pet, maybe just like going out to look at animals like a zoo can really boost. Um, but yeah, animals can really help people's mood. Number 10, go outside. Whether this can link to the next one, exercise, like going outside to exercise, or you could just exercise in the house. But like go outside, whether that be for a walk, and maybe take a book. So you could do like multiple of these if you want. Like go outside, find a spot, read, and go outside, find a spot, and maybe meditate, or take, if you've got a pet, take your dog. Like it can, you can merge these together to make it what's best for you. And then number 12, learn your triggers. This is probably the most important one, because once you learn what triggers you, you can avoid it or know what to do when you approach them, and be able to avoid them by like backing away, you know. Next one, religion. I am personally not religious, but I know some people that are, who rely very much on their religion and love to go to church and to pray and believe in their beliefs, and I'm totally okay with that. It's their life and their choice, and just because I'm not personally religious, I'm not going to judge that. But yeah, I know that can really help. Next, routine. This is just in general, again, a routine and having a routine. Yes, it can help just keep you busy, but it helps, like, this is also like kind of linked to autistic thing, because autistic people like to have a routine, don't deal well with change, because it can like trigger them. It can make them have like breaking point. But I'm not just talking about autistic people, just like anyone, like maybe having some sort of routine can really help. Sorry, I'm just like distracted by people outside. Um, um, Next, limit your time on social media. Social media is good and bad. But like, it's good and bad. Like, I know that. And I've done this and lots of times. I don't like to be on it as much as I used to, because sometimes without you even knowing, it can get to you, like, especially when it's like to do with self-esteem and self-confidence, when you see all these people posts and stuff that are probably edited or cropped and done stuff too, and some aren't, but like just you just have to, like, I've watched plenty of people say like that's just like a photo, like a snapshot of it, of like their like that moment, that's not like the entire thing. So like, even though I might take a picture or a video or something smiling and being really happy, that doesn't mean I'm always like that and always dressed up or always wearing makeup or blah 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 all the time, just because I post it on a story or on my feed, you know. And that can really get to some people, and that did really get to me for sometimes, like when you just constantly see people like similar age or like just always doing something and just living the life, and you just like and you just feel like, well, bit of stuck and just gets to you, and it just, yeah. And then last but not least, positive thinking. This positive thing, this takes time, but I'm still learning on this. But what helps me is that on this side of my wardrobe, on the side of my wardrobe, I have like some positive quotes, which I can save when I'm lying in bed, so I can just look and just see, like, read them, and they really help. It's like just saying, like, be yourself, challenge yourself, and it's all good. And then just like, even if you don't read any of them, just natural ones in my head that really help, like just knowing, like, never to change for someone but you, and stick to yourself and be yourself, and know that you're beautiful inside and out, and just, yeah, I do try and be as much, try and have the positive thinking, but then it's okay to, like, sometimes if it just doesn't work, just to have that shitty moment, and just to feel it, and to cry about it, and as I've said in previous videos, to feel it. So yeah, but that's the video for today on how to prevent yourself from getting to breaking point. And as I said, some of these I use, some of them I might want to try and use or use more often, as I've said, but this, personally, some of these help me, so I'm just saying this by my opinion. These might not all work for you, or some might and some might not, but if they do, please let me know in the comments below, and my social medias will be linked in my outro. And when I mentioned Yungblud before, I have a fan account on Instagram for him, which is at Dom's Sweetheart. So if I don't put that, I'll link that in the description if you want to follow that on my Instagram, and then my other socials will be in my outro, as always. But anyways, I've been Chloe. Thank you for watching. Bye.